Um, I don't have an intro yet. Hello, everyone, and welcome. So, I was thinking about something specific to draw, you know, a subject or something like that. But then I saw YouTube shorts about a volcano erupting. I forget which country that was. And it reminded me of a scene in Dune about sandworms fighting each other when they meet. This scene in Denis Villeneuve's Dune Part 2, it, the priestess said that they only keep one of them in there because if there's two or more, they'd kill each other. And so I imagined when adult sandworms get into a fight like that, especially if there's more than two, a sandstorm is going to be kicked up by their movements, and because of the static electricity in the atmosphere and the heat of their movements, they're going to produce lightning, just like an erupting volcano would. Now, I haven't read the books, unfortunately, and the only exposure I've ever had with Dune was through the miniseries and the movies. These two new ones and the 1984 one, the really old one, and some YouTube channels that explore the world of Dune from the books and the movies and miniseries. Unfortunately, I couldn't find anything referencing this kind of event from them, so I don't know if this is part of this universe at all or if this is just my headcanon. So I don't really know if this actually happens in the books or if the sandworms actually do this kind of violent behavior whenever they're adults. Maybe they just avoid each other. But to me, at least, this type of behavior makes sense for a very highly territorial animal to do, you know? And in the movies and the miniseries, you mostly only see one sandworm devouring the spice miner vehicle. They don't usually go in packs. Well, except for one scene in the miniseries where who was that? Leto Atreides II was piloting the Thopter. Three sandworms came up to them and tried to devour their ornithopter. Now, aside from that, the only time you ever see two or more sandworms together is when the Fremen call for them. And I guess in feeding frenzies, because what was that? The reason why they don't use barriers or those shields in the desert is because the vibrations of the barrier of the shields attracts more than one sandworm and they go into a feeding frenzy. But this, I imagine, is not a feeding frenzy. It's just three sandworms going into a territory of another and then start fighting. Now, if this actually happens in the universe of Dune, it's gotta be religiously significant for the Fremen, wouldn't it? Oh, I could just imagine that event. Static filled dust storm, and then rumbling on the ground. I mean, the sand because of their movements, and then lightning illuminating the night sky. It would be just awesome to witness. You know what I mean? So, yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if this is just my headcanon or this is part of the actual Dune universe, but I made it. So, there you have it, I guess. I don't know how to end this, so I'll just awkwardly talk until the end of this video.